or should be probable. There's one, big one. Oh, we got one. The current is also, dude, oh my, that's a big one. Just driving over here and went through some school zones. School started back, and that got me thinking that this year has really not been that good of a year for like small creek fishing, like my really small creeks that the bigger bass, or I'll get bass that I'll bass fish in that come up these creeks. We didn't have the rain this spring. We just now been getting some rain, and it's already August. So I'm not sure if the bass have moved up these creeks, but I fished this one earlier this year and there was nothing. Hopefully there's some in there now. At least we're about to find out. I got a tournament coming up next weekend on Dale Hollow, and then in 3 weeks I'll be going to Wisconsin. And something I've been throwing a lot for big bass, and definitely be targeting a lot of smallmouth these two tournaments, is a 5-inch dangerous or like a 5-inch swag. The 5 and 6-inch swim baits, but these size here are just perfect for smallmouth, but they're also great for catching all size bass, but also getting bigger fish to catch. And they're easy to throw, easy to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and rig up a setup. I'm gonna take this braid off. So this is a 7.2 medium, the Intenza. It's a medium fast. It's still pretty firm, and these are pretty light lures. So I think this is gonna be great for this setup. I'm gonna put it on a Revo. This is an 8-to-1. It's a little faster gear ratio, but I'll be fishing a lot of times up facing the current. So the current coming back to me. So if I go up these rivers, you need a little faster reel. So I kind of been wanting to put together a setup kind of really just for these, and probably like even in the tournament, maybe just leave this on all the time. Now this is still be a real versatile setup, and I'm choosing Varivis. I really like this line. It's been really good and strong. Varivis fluorocarbon, and this is a 16-pound. So what all can I do with this? A lot of things. I can throw spinnerbait, chatterbait, swim bait, small glide, even a top water if I wanted to. But let me put the line on here, rig up one of these lures, and we're gonna hit this creek right here in town, and let's see if the bass are in there. New line on there, rigged up. And we're gonna hit the creek. This is like a little deep hole here. Never know if anything is in here. You never know if anybody's fished here already. It's right on the side of the road. But you don't know till you cast. You gotta go fish these places. Might not catch anything, might get a giant. If I don't make a cast in there, I'll never know. Come on, there's gotta be something in there. Come on. This water's a little low right here. Ooh. How is there not anything in here? There's a bunch of sunfish right here. I didn't see as much upstream. It's a nice run. If there was a bass, usually he'd have been sitting right here, but it could be one back here. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, that was a giant. How did it come off? That was a big bass. Just came out of nowhere. Ate it so casually, and then it was off. Would he eat again? I don't know if he got the hooks. He was so like, just a casual hit. That was a big fish. So as soon as I do get a bite, I watch the fish eat it, and I still miss him. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, he nibbled at it. He nibbled at it. That's what he did. I saw him. He just grabbed the side of it. So I didn't set the hook on it because he only had like the side. My mud's about to go down in there, my dirt. That might be a different fish, I don't know. There's another little deep hole over here. Last time I didn't catch anything here, but it's a place that I have caught some good ones. Oh, there's two little ones right there. Two little ones came up. I don't know if they're big enough to eat it. Oh. Well, there's definitely fish in here. I haven't seen any bigger ones. Had another follow, but both those were little. Well, a little surprised we didn't get any bites. I saw several little bass in that deep hole. That's a good stretch. But you never know where these fish are gonna stop at. I feel like they have to be, we have to get rain to come up for them to swim up through here. Like, I don't know, they might be able to make it up through that if they, I mean, little fish can, but I don't think a bigger bass is gonna try to make it up through that unless the water comes up another, it wouldn't take much. Say it rains, water comes up 6 inches for just a little while and goes back down. A fish can say, hey, I'm going up to the next hole. Oh, I'm moving up. And that's what they do, I think. So as we get down towards each hole, gets closer to the lake, there should have the possibility of more bass being there. Should be possible. Or should be probable. There's one, big one. Dude, he barely ate it. He's right at the edge of that. Right at the edge. He's about to pull it out of the water. Big old rough looking fish here. Oh man. This is the kind I get up in here. Long, skinny fish. I'm gonna put him up in that next deep hole. He was right at where this little stream was feeding into the deep hole. He has to have been in, must have barely been under the water. Couldn't see him there. But right when I got my lure up to the end, there he was. That's what we're looking for. A lot of times they're skinnier up in here trying to feed. I don't know why. Well, I know they're in here feeding, I guess, but I don't know why they're always skinny. Ooh, he was barely hooked. Look at that. Probably 18, 19 incher. He's rough looking. That's a rough looking fish. All right, get up in there, go. There's food up in this hole, I know. If I was in a tournament, that'd have been a good one. Okay, he's up in this hole now. Maybe he'll eat some of these there's a bunch of bluegill up in here. All right. Oh, dude, I saw a wake and I felt the hit on that one. I thought I had him. I saw something wake on it. I knew something was coming. Let me make sure my hook's still good. The right spot. Yep. Goodness. Oh my goodness, I thought that was a big one. That dude swarmed it. Oh. Oh, it's a spot. That's why it hit so hard. Ooh, how did you even get hooked? He went through one way, came out the other way. Wow, that mouth is barely big enough for that lure, but he sure slammed it. Whew. Maybe more. It's gotta be a big one. Oh no, went over the tree. Come on. Goodness, I got blew up on as I was dragging it across the water. That's one way to catch it. Oh! Popped off there. I don't know if it showed up on camera if my arms were in the way. I was trying to get it over that tree, reeling it, and he was just like skimming the water and fish hit it. Well, there's definitely bass in here. I know there could be a giant in here. Not sure if I'm gonna go downstream any further because it gets like really deep right over there. It's hard to get through that area. think we're gonna go back to where we started, maybe fish around there, and then I'm gonna cut down to like another spot on this creek and fish around there. So we know there's a lot of fish. There's a lot of bass in the creek. That's a good sign. So we've only been out here 28 minutes. That's not very long. So, and we've come across a lot of fish. Okay, and another spot. So this is same creek, just downstream, and you can see there's, if you can see, there's no current here. So we're down where the current kind of stops flowing and though it backs up from the lake. Now there's a little bit of current flowing. Oh, give me one good one. I just want to get smoked by one big bass. It could be in here. It's kind of hard to throw it through this stuff. Oh, it's shallow right over here. I feel like I need my spinnerbait. The water's a little murky right here. I just want to be throwing a spinnerbait through this stuff. I think they can see this lure. But we are throwing on a spinnerbait. I brought two lures, that one and this one. Just to have something kind of different. Man, I've seen some fish. It's murky water. It's getting towards the evening. We got clouds rolling in. Just, man, I've seen a couple bass in here. All right, we'll see if this makes a difference. Maybe it makes no difference. Maybe it does. Oh, how's there not a bass right there? I feel like these. Oh, I think these bass are here. Oh! Oh, we got one. We got one. There's one. I knew they're in here. And he's on spinnerbait. I don't know if that means anything, but it was also off that like a log right there. So, oh my goodness! Hold on, buddy. Yeah, strong. This guy's opposite of that last one. It's a good fish too. He is healthy. He bent my spinnerbait out. How about I'll break that? That's a nice fish. I mean, I'll take it. Up and standing in knee-deep water. Oh, I guess it's still technically the creek. Kind of, feeds into the lake from here and everything, but we're still up above. Well, I guess a boat could get to that point, but boats can't cross there, and kayak can't even cross there unless you pick it over here. So there's one there, but maybe some more over there. We got the spinnerbait on. We'll just keep it on. I don't know if it made the difference or not. Also, I just have like so much confidence in a spinnerbait, so it's hard for me to go anywhere and not throw it. Plus, I wanted to test it on this rod. What is that thing? Oh, it's a wakeboard thing. All right, if anybody's missing their little, is this thing expensive? It's heavy. I don't know where to put it. Let's throw it over here on the bank, I guess. Anybody needs that? Oh, I think we need to go around. Fish over there. Oh, dude, another one right there. That's a good one. Oh, God. That was like 3 casts over here. Now that dude is skinny. Ew, he's definitely been caught a few times. Man, doesn't look too healthy. There, we'll just put him right back in there. When I was here earlier this year, I caught them way down on another creek mouth. Not that way down, but like a lot more further down because the water was low. They didn't raise the water level on the lake. And if the water level on the lake stays low, like there's barely water right here. Just a little flow. So, water being low because there was a, oh, dude, that's a big one. Oh man, they are in here. The water being low because of no rain. Whew. Dude, I would have just put together 3 good fish for a good limit of a 3-fish. We do 3-fish tournaments a lot of times. We get a picture of this guy. Are in here, and you know another good thing, I'll talk about the spinnerbait in a minute. That's another, whew, let's see, 17 and a half. I'll say 17 and a half on him. It's a lot healthier looking too. Could be 18, I don't know. That's a good one. Oh, nice. We got a little show. A little catch and a show on this guy. The thing about the spinnerbait is you can throw it so many places. I talk about spinnerbait a lot because I just end up using it a lot. Like all this grass, it just, you know, it can kind of come right through it and you can get a little stuff on it and still be working as a lure. Like it doesn't throw it all out of whack. It can have weeds and some grass on it and a fish will still hit it. Okay, so that bank over there is all mowed and nice. We're gonna try to, well, let me make a cast right here real quick. Try to walk that bank, just making fan casts. The water's murky, dingy, but it's not very deep. So if there's a bass there, you could easily just come up and eat something. Gotta be something down this bank right here. Come on. There he is. Oh, like, where is he? This channel over here. Oh, he's in the grass. Get out of the, oh, great. He's gotta be stuck in the grass. Where you at? Still on there? He's on there. Oh, okay. He had me all tangled up. He is not that big. He's healthy though. He looks good. This, I know this bank. I've been here enough where there's like rocky, and like this is like the that little deeper part of it. I remember talking to Alex Rudd, and just a few years ago, I would be questioning him about why he uses what rod, why he uses baitcasters, and what the advantage of this and that, and you know why we did this and why did that. Things that I was just trying to learn. And at that time, I would love to spinnerbait. Spinnerbait's probably been one of my favorite lures, just for, I don't know, ever since I really started like trying to target bass. And I would throw them on a spinning rod. And I'm trying to figure out which reel I want, a spinning reel, and throwing. And you know what? I caught a lot of fish. I won a tournament one time throwing a spinnerbait and a buzzbait on a spinning setup, catching good fish. So it's not about one time, it's about repetition to me. And I started using baitcasters, started dialing in what I like. Why do I like fluoro over braid? Why do I need a medium or a medium heavy? You know, what gear ratio? And anything I've probably led you down or told you in the past has worked, but it might not be what I do now. And now I'm starting to get to things like this. I was thinking, you know, I'm like, you know what? The more I think about it, I think I need a spinnerbait setup for winter and spring, and a different one for summer and fall. And why would that be? Because in the winter and spring, it's a lot of little slow spinnerbaits fishing, just like really slow. And I have like some slower gear ratio, like a 6/8 to 1, or maybe something like that. And it makes me fish slower, kind of slow you down. And then as it gets hotter, winter or summer, and then definitely fall, like when they're eating good, you can be burning a spinnerbait and they bust it. Like today they've hit it really fast. Now I'm fishing shallow water, but they're just, you know, when they hit it, they're smashing it. And this is this time of the year. And on the river the other day, same thing. When I was fishing, it was just like, boom, burn and crank it. And then so I'm like, you know what? I kind of like this one. This may be my fast spinnerbait setup, and also can do other things. I like a fluorocarbon because it still lets the fish eat it and have a little bit of give. Fish can get the thing in the mouth before I set the hook on it, where I've caught a lot of fish on braid, on spinnerbait, and you know, I still will use it at times. But braid, I tend to, you feel that first bite and you can jerk it out of their mouth quicker. Where I feel like fluoro has a little bit of give. This is a medium fast rod. I usually use a medium heavy fast, but with this being a 7.2 and it's still pretty firm, I was having no trouble setting the hook. So 16-pound fluorocarbon, once you get wide that, it just seems to fit right. You could go 20, yeah. Could you go 10? I would probably be breaking off on some of my hook sets. 14, probably fine. So I'm gonna go with a size I feel like it's got a lot of strength to it. I can really lean into it without having to worry about breaking it. Pull a fish out of places. If I want to throw my small swim baits on it, I got a lot of power to set that big hook. And then why do I want to go faster gear ratio? Well, for a couple reasons for what's coming up, but it's fall, or coming into fall, into spring. Like, you can work lures really fast right now, usually, and get bites. This is an 8 1-to-1, the Abu Garcia Revo STX, a really nice reel. I have 2 or 3 of these, and I use them all the time. But so I took the braid off this one and put the fluorocarbon on. I'm gonna be fishing a little faster here coming up. Also, I plan to be maybe running up some rivers. So if you're going up a river on a kayak and you're motoring up, current's flowing back, when you're casting, you're going towards that lure, and the current is also, what's that? Oh, it's the grass. The current is also, dude, oh my, that's a big one. Dude, that might be a 4 or 5 pounder. I might have to go down and get that. Maybe he's not, dude, is he as big as I think he is? Can't tell. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I'm sure it made sense. Holy cow, look at that. That's a good fish. Oh man. Yeah, that's at least a 4 pounder. Oh man. I already fished all through here. I'm just making fan casts while I'm talking. That's the only reason I was casting. Look at that fish. Oh my, he's not thick. He's not thick. Oh goodness. He's not thick, but he is still, I bet you he is 3 pounds, 12 ounces, something like that. Close to 4, probably 4.5, 5, if he ever feels out or in the spring. Goodness. What, I was about the end of the day, and I will take that in the day, no problem. That is probably close to a 20-inch bass. Okay, let me get you out of here. Now we're gonna have to go under that. I wasn't gonna go through the stuff, but now we're gonna have to go over there and make some casts. Okay. Hey, what? A fish right there. Get in there. Oh man. Just out here on a Friday evening, just decided to come out and do a little bit of fishing. I've been doing some kayaking a lot recently, meeting up some people, and I was like, man, I really want to do just some creek wading up here, or either that or just kind of fishing the bank up here. And what a day. We've caught 1 on that side, 2 over here, 1 over there, then that one. Was that 5 bass and just this little stretch right here. So what can we learn and take away from today's little fishing outing adventure here? First off, you don't know where the fish are till you go fishing for them. They might be where you think they are, they might not be. Gotta search. Every time you go back, you gotta search. But you can learn habits and where they hang out and kind of little areas, and they weren't exactly where I wanted them to be, but it all paid off to catching some really good ones right here, having a great time. Also, with catching fish and learning where fish are, your fishing equipment can be evolving all the time, and what you thought worked good for you might change, and then you might go back to that for different reasons. So use whatever you want to use, try things out, test things out, just go out and fish with something just to see how it works, how it feels. Try lures out. I mean, that's what I've been trying to make myself do. I'm spinnerbait. Yeah, but I had other lures I'm trying to use. I know they work in good situations because I've learned that. And then you have confidence lures that when you go back to when like things aren't going as well. And I mean, I don't think I would have caught all those fish if I was just throwing around that swim bait. It would have got caught in more grass. It wouldn't have been putting off the thump and flash that the spinnerbait does in that water. So having that spinnerbait ready to go as a backup lure really paid off today. And that's from previous years of experience. But I gotta go find out what's that next lure I can use, a next lure that's gonna give me confidence. And then a lot of times for me, I like to find out things. Then whenever I do fish a tournament, like I have coming up, can I get the things I've practiced on and learned, can I get that to translate into tournament day? And that's when things can get really fun. But anyhow, if you don't like tournament fishing, if you just like fishing for fishing, hey, there's still fish to be caught off the bank if you ain't got a kayak, and all you got's that. So thanks for watching. Great day out here. It's a great time. I love when things throw me for a loop, maybe a little twist in the day, and then it turns out really fun. Thanks for watching.